Welcome to No Game Sports. My name is Dom DeVincenzo,
I'm Brendan Jin.
I'm Ricky Rodriguez.
and today we're joined by defensive tackle from Wake Forest, Sue Kamara.
What's up, y'all? How y'all doing?
And so to kind of kick things off, we wanted to ask you, so if you were to be on any sort of like talent TV show and you to perform one song, what song you singing?
Wow. Maybe I'm not too sure. Let me see. Maybe Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and a G thing.
Okay, there you go. That's what's up.
Big into the 90s music rap then?
Yeah, man. Just the era just resides with me, resonates with me. So I mean, I love the 90s and the music, Tupac, Biggie, Dre, all them boys. Yeah.
Who's the greatest rapper?
Ooh, that's a debate that's just up there, because it all depends on what era, you like the most. A lot of people would say right now, probably Lil Baby or Lil Durk is the best rapper right now. And then back then it's just like maybe Tupac or Biggie. So it's just like, that's a debate that constantly just changes. But for me, I say my favorite rappers, two is Nas and Tupac.
Fair enough. From the West Coast, so we're definitely Tupac over here. I mean, at least me.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. All right, and talking a little bit about you some more, how would you describe yourself in 3 words, like 3 characteristics?
Me, I'm goofy, love to have fun, man. Always cracking jokes, I'm an observer. I like to sit back at times, and anywhere I'm at, I gotta observe the room, gotta see what I'm dealing with. Even if I'm having a conversation with somebody, I'm observing your body, your eye contact and all that. Just, I got to try to figure who you are or where I'm at the moment, just in case I have to move a certain type of way or know what I'm dealing with, what type of situation. Like I say, I'm a very giving person. I do enjoy talking to people and like just giving people my time, because sometimes people just having a simple conversation, giving them that little bit of time that you have can make a whole difference in somebody's life. So those words.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
And we appreciate you coming on. It means a lot.
For
So
sure.
there you go.
I appreciate y'all having me, man.
Of course.
So we noted, so you grew up in Richmond, Virginia, but you're from Sierra Leone in West Africa. Can you speak on what was life like growing up?
I mean, I can't really speak much on it because I was 3 years old when I came to the United States. The most that I know was during that time they had the Civil War that was going on, the Blood Diamond War that was going on and all that. And I mean, I was there for that, but I was too young to remember all the crazy stuff that was happening. But I mean, parents have told me stories of trying to, protect me and my siblings from the rebels, trying to, just all the madness that's going on and how we had to leave our home and travel, like just to go different places to be safe and stuff, and I mean that's pretty much it that I know. I'm still trying to get some more information on a lot of this stuff as I'm getting older. I'm trying to understand it more, just asking my brothers and my siblings, and because I have there's 7 of us, and I'm the second to last, so I have a bunch of older siblings. They know a lot more. They grew up there, like they came to America when they was 12 and 11, so they had some time at that time. But for me, not so much. I don't know as much, but that's about it.
Okay.
What was life like in Virginia growing up? How was that for you?
I mean, life in Virginia was it was simple. It was fun. I mean, it's like come from a great home, parents that always wanted to see me do better. I wouldn't say I was the best kid ever, got in a little trouble here and there, but nothing crazy, But growing up in Virginia is just it's slow. So, I mean, it's kind of fast. The city, it has a city. Then I don't like because I live right on the outskirts of Richmond. I live in Henrico, but the city's not too far. I mean, pretty plain and just knowing. So I knew so many people from any county. I knew people from the city. I knew people. So I mean, life was fun. It was fun.
There you go.
That's
What did
what's
you
up.
do to keep yourself busy? Huh? You got some hobbies, playing any other sports outside of football?
I mean, when I was younger, I wasn't really into sports like that at all. I
Mm.
mean, I just like being outside. Like I would play. I mean, where my house was, like, and my elementary school, like it was literally right behind my house, so I can just hop my fence. My elementary school was there, and they had a playground and everything. So I enjoyed being out there. My brothers and them will go on the basketball court. Like the basketball court was always packed with people playing basketball. So I'll go there. I play a little bit of basketball. Sometimes me and my friend dibble and dabble in soccer a little bit, just change it up. But it was at one point in time I was actually skateboarding, and I used to do it a lot. It became like an everyday thing for me. One of my friends had put me on it, and I really enjoyed it. Like we would skateboard everywhere. At one point in time, I already thought that what I was really going to do for a career is just skate.
There you go.
That's
Do you
what's
still
up.
skate around? You got any tricks?
Nah, man. I haven't touched a board in so long, man. I just know how easy it is to fall off that thing. It's just so, but
Sure.
I mean, if I could ride, I could get on one and ride. It's still second nature to me to just be able to ride on a skateboard. And a lot of people don't believe I can ride it or even do anything on it, but I haven't dabbled. I haven't touched it in a long time.
Well, there you
Fair
go.
enough. That's definitely that simple life. I feel that. That's
Hmm.
cool.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. I mean, I was always outside as a kid growing up. I'm not. I mean, I had I could have been inside all the time. I mean, because we had all the systems, all the PlayStations, all the games. We had all that. It's just I just preferred to be outside. It was like the neighborhood was always packed with kids, and it was just always something new to get into, something to discover, going through the
Yeah,
woods and just going to other neighborhoods and playing football. Like we little backyard football, but that was it. Like literally simple times.
that's
There
cool,
you
man.
go.
Yeah, so I was gonna say also, so talk about playing outside, but you also clearly take your academics pretty seriously. Won ACC academic honor roll, and then so you also recently graduated with a degree in communications in the fall of 2020. So what would you say your education means to you?
Um, to me, I mean, education is important. It's very important. You should always strive to learn as much as you can, because you don't even when you think you know everything, you don't know anything. Somebody can always teach you something, or there's something out there that you've never even heard of. I mean,
Yeah,
to me, education is very important, you know, but school, yeah, school is not for me. I'm gonna tell you that now because I just feel like I'm not really getting the most out of it. I'm not really being taught the basic necessities I need to actually live. I feel like I feel like in school we're just going through it to be taught to work a 9 to 5. And like to me, I have a very I see the world from a different perspective. And I just
Yeah.
so it's like I said, education is important in learning, but like the school system for me, it don't make sense to me because we learn about things that we absolutely don't need to learn about. And it's like I'm
Yeah.
writing freaking 30-page paper on some Greek dude that I don't even know. I'm never going to use it in real life, you know. So I feel like education important, school system, how they run things a little bit, eh, it is not for me. But definitely education is something that some of us take for advantage though. A lot of people in the world don't get a chance to learn like we do learn. So I mean,
Yeah.
as much as I don't really enjoy the school system, how it operates, I do appreciate every moment of being in there and also learning these different things, even though they're not gonna help me really in the long run. But I just know it. You know.
Fair enough. Does that, are you talking about, would you say that you're speaking more about like grade school, like that type thing, like K through 12, or would you say you're talking
Like
about just like the entire
life
thing?
skills.
Yeah, the entire thing. I just feel like, I mean, obviously we start off in kindergarten, we learn our ABCs, one, two,
Yeah.
threes, the basic math. Like that is like, okay, we've learned the basic. And then like we move on to middle school, it's just now I'm learning about stats or whatever. It's like if I'm not like I don't see the need of learning that unless you've sat down and decided your profession is gonna be that's something that deals with that.
Yeah.
I kind of feel like at that time we should really open the door to so many different possibilities, different jobs, trades, and just teaching these kids, teaching us about different things instead of just, all right, we're gonna learn trig today. I'm probably never gonna use trig ever again in my life.
Yeah.
I mean,
So, I mean,
so I
that's
mean,
fair enough.
yeah, you see what I'm saying? Like it's
I
Yeah.
get you.
like at times we do things that really not gonna benefit us unless like I'm going to be a scientist or something, and I'm like, all right, then this is benefit. But what if somebody else like they don't? That's not what they're looking for.
Interesting.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nah,
definitely.
yeah, I just wasted time learning this when I could have easily been put in a class into something that sparks my attention more, and I can learn more about that, and then I can go from there. Now I have
Yeah.
knowledge on that instead of sitting there wasting time learning this hard ass math, and I'm failing in the class, and I'm just like, I just can't get it. I mean,
So would you
Yeah.
say that your college experience was more tailored to like what you wanted to do?
um, to be honest, when I first got to Wake, I wanted to go into architect. I want to become an architect, but they didn't offer that at the school.
Yeah.
So I decided, all right, I'm gonna take communications because I could see myself being on broadcasting shows,
Okay.
owning my own radio one day. So I mean, yeah, with college is like you kind of have the more freedom, but you still have to take like those classes they call core classes. Like you still like
Yeah.
I still had to take 2 years of math. Like I'm at a point now in college, I'm just like, why do I need to take 2 years of math if I kind of know already what I want to do? Why won't I just focus all my attention
Mhm.
on communication? What's the purpose of me taking math? Or what's
Yeah.
the purpose of me taking another writing class? Like, and it's just like, that's a waste of time. But I mean, you know, school is a business. They're gonna do what they're gonna do to get the most out of people, the most money out of people. That's how I look at it. Sorry, but that's just how I kind of see it at times, especially college. I'm like, but college is a great experience. Don't get me wrong, but I'm just like, we're taking unnecessary classes that we don't need to take. I know my major. I know what I want to do. Let me
Yeah.
just put all my energy into that instead of taking all these other bullshit classes.
So what
I
I'm
agree with
hearing is
that.
my boy is not down with the calculus. He's not doing that.
Nah,
For
I
sure.
mean, like, I'm good with math, but it's just like,
Yeah.
for me, it's just like, it got to a point I was like, all right, I'm definitely never going to use the Pythagorean theorem ever again. So what's the purpose of me stressing this hard to try to learn something I'm never going to use again? You
I'm with
know?
you
Yeah.
For sure.
for sure.
So kind of shifting more towards your personal life and everything like that. So what would you say is your biggest inspiration in life, or what has been?
To just play sports or just life in general?
Life,
Life in general.
life in
Life.
general.
Biggest inspiration. For me, obviously, I'm coming from a pretty decent home. You know, parents did what they need to do to make things happen.
Yeah.
But I guess my inspiration is just seeing how hard my parents worked. And I'm like, they worked this 9 to 5. And it's just like, and they weren't always happy. So it's like, I don't know. I've always told myself I wanted to be better than what they were. Like, not saying like what they did wasn't good enough. They did the best that they could at the time of what they got. And I've been given the opportunities to take it even further. So
Yeah.
now my inspiration is to be way, way better than both of my parents, you know, while just building off of them, you know, they came from parents that didn't have much and they did way better. So now
Yeah.
it's my chance to do way better than them. So my inspiration is to do better than them and it's to build a life of comfort, a life of ease. No, I can say this. Nobody wants a broke person problems. Everybody you'd rather have a rich person problem, wouldn't you? Than being broke. You know, you don't have to worry about where your next meal is coming from, none of that. You know, oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna pay this bill. Like, I want to set myself up in life to just be at a point where my kids like are privileged. They have enough. There's never gonna be a time I'm like, dang, I gotta find a way to get this to make sure my son has a good birthday. Oh, it's his birthday. Simply, I can do whatever I want to eat, whatever I can do. Just having the freedom to do them way more than my parents had to do for me. So it's just building off of that. So that's my inspiration, is to always try to be better than them, to give the next generation of kids and for my family something way more than I had when I was growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like that
Definitely.
that quote. I'd rather cry in a Benz than cry on a bike.
Yes, sir. There you go. There you
Yeah.
go.
It's a good goal.
Yeah, definitely. And continue that upward trend too, like you were mentioning.
Yeah.
So taking a little tangent from there, we saw that you retweeted Carson Wentz and Riley Cooper the year the Eagles won the Super Bowl. So we were wondering if you do pay attention to football. Are you an Eagles fan, or what's up with that?
I am an Eagles fan. I wasn't always an Eagles fan. Like I said, growing up, like my brothers and them, it was all they're about sports. To me, I just want to play outside all day.
Yeah.
Like I would play backyard football, whatever, but I never did. I didn't play little league, none of that. I didn't play football until middle school. And I barely took that seriously. But like in high school, I used to watch football because that's what I was really started getting into it. I'm watching football all the time. But then it's like after a while from playing football so much, it gets to a point where it's just like I don't even want to see football right now. I don't want to see it. I don't want to hear it. I need to get away. Like I said, I wasn't always a Eagles fan. I was actually a Miami Dolphins fan only because of Ricky Williams. Cause
Okay.
we used to the game NFL Street. I don't know if you ever heard of NFL Street, but
Yeah.
I used to play that all the time. And every time I play, I'll play with the Dolphins and Ricky Williams. I'll play with Ricky Williams, and I'm just like, oh, this is my dude. Like I like Ricky Williams, and everything. Just following up on him, like he was probably the only people that I truly, honestly knew besides Michael Vick that played like really was like football. Like that's the only name I could probably tell you at that time. I was all about Ricky Williams and stuff, but once he left the Dolphins and he really wasn't playing no much, I was just like, I don't really have a team. And my brother's always been a Philly fan. So I just decided one day, I was like, you know what? I guess I'll just be a Philly fan. You know, I've been a Philly fan since then. But I mean, like with now, as much football I played so much football. It's just like, and I've seen what it really takes to play football at this level, even in
Yeah.
high school. It's just like, it's pretty overwhelming. Like all day, that's all I saw was football, football. And I was just like, I gotta get away. So like I only watch football when it's like going into the playoffs. or into the
Okay.
Super Bowl, that's when I will watch it. You know, I mean, I will watch it if I'm at one of my boys' house and it's just he's watching the game. All right, and I don't have a choice. I'm just sitting here. I watch the game. But other than
Yeah.
that, I'm pretty much not going out my way to cut it on my TV. Like I said, unless it's the Super Bowl or it's the playoffs. So I gotta get away from it a little bit, clear my mind. So I
Yeah.
occupied with a lot more anime. I watch anime, a lot of anime
Okay.
and stuff. So yeah.
You ever
Okay.
seen
There you
Akira?
go.
Which one?
Akira.
Yes.
That's the
Yeah.
only one I've ever. Did you like it?
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's up. We had to watch that for our film class we had in high school.
Oh.
Yeah.
Good job. See, that's fun. Like classes like
Yeah.
that
It
in
was,
high
it was
school.
dope.
I'd rather have that. 'Cause maybe I want to be a director one day. Now I'm
Do
taking
it.
Yeah.
a class in high school instead of taking trig or calculus, whatever. Like, you know, but yeah.
Okay.
Hey, what if you got to use the Pythagorean theorem to get them camera angles right? You never know.
I guess I see where you coming from. I see
Then
where
you gotta know it though.
But
Then you
then-
be learning that.
but
Then it'd
then
be matter to you.
yeah, but then
Mhm.
they would tell you in the class that, well, you gotta use the Pythagorean theorem. Then you'd be like, okay, I gotta go learn it. You know, but yeah, but I see where you're coming from. I like how you play that. I like how you play that. Yeah.
For sure.
Mm.
And you talked about that you joined football in middle school. How'd you get into that? Was that you or is that your coach?
It was really my brothers.
Hmm.
It was just like they all played, and like at the middle school, like my whole family went through the same middle school, so the name was pretty popular. Everybody knew, and then they knew my brothers for playing football and everything. So it's just like, and I just like I don't know. I just decided one day I say, you know what, let me play. I want to see because I didn't play little league. I always thought I was just better than what I was at that time. So I was like, I'm better than them kids. I'm not playing with them. No. But
You didn't need the game, huh? The game needed you.
they needed me at that point. But I joined because I used to go to the high school and watch my brother play, and I was just like, okay, maybe it'd be fun to be a part of a team and
Yeah.
play. So I mean, I joined in middle school, but like I said, it didn't last long because actually for my first game, I didn't even get to play because I had got a D in one of my classes. And the coach is like, nah, I'm sorry, you can't play. So I was just like, okay. And then I mean, at that time, like I said, sports wasn't and then I got to a point where I was just like, all right, it's whatever. I don't care no more. I tried, but I guess I'm not doing so hot in school right now because I'm worried about being the class clown or whatever. So I'm not gonna play this season. So like I didn't really officially play a actual season of football, full season of football in middle school till probably my 8th grade year. I was just like at that point I didn't care no more. Like I was like I said, I was skateboarding. I was doing all the other
Yeah.
stuff, riding BMX bikes, and just like I'd rather do that than play football at that point. But then I took it serious in 8th grade. Actually, I took it serious in my 7th grade year. And then I went and tried out for the JV team at high school for my 8th grade year. And
Early.
yeah.
Seriously.
So once again, everybody went through my whole family went through the same high school. So the name is popular. Everybody know my brothers. Is like I used to go up there all the time with them. So the coaches know me. And like I was always like, I can go up there and have no problems with nobody because everybody be like, that's such and such's little brother. Yeah, watch out for him. Like, take care of him. Like, because my brothers were so cool with everybody and everybody respected my brothers. So I kind of had that leeway. Then other kids coming up there, hey, who are you? Like, but oh, that's such and such little brother. He cool. Hey, come over here. Like, so I kind of had that power over many other kids. But I went and tried out for the JV team my 8th grade year. And I'm probably standing at like 5'10", 300 pounds. And I'm playing with the JV kids. Like I'm younger than them. They've been in the weight room all summer. I haven't. And I'm playing and I'm knocking them back. I'm playing and the coaches were just like, they knew who I was. It was like, okay, he's actually doing very well. Like they're like for an 8th grader to come up here and play with these JV kids.
Yeah.
I actually played in a JV game that year. I played and I went off, but the rule was if your middle school had a football team, you had to go back and play for your football team in middle school. You couldn't move up.
Hmm.
So the head coach comes up to me and was like, "Look," he said, "I wanted you to play this season here." He said, "But the county wouldn't let it happen." He said, "So go back and play. Yeah, play and play." He said, "Don't sit out, play. I want you to play, and then next year when you come back, you'll be able to play here." But the crazy thing is, like, I did go throughout the whole summer workout with them. I went through the running, the lifting. So now I've gotten to a point where I'm in better shape and I'm stronger than the middle school kids, way stronger. So when I came back, I was literally doing everything. They had me running at quarterback. They had me running the ball running back. I was playing O line, D line. I even was back. They had even had me back there returning kicks at one time. Like, my middle school wasn't the best middle school, so like I was the biggest thing out there. So I had to literally do everything, and I'm out there running faster than the fastest kid on the middle school team, and it's just like, okay, you shouldn't be here. You need to be playing with the JV kids. Like, so I played that whole year, and that summer coming, my brother gets a phone call from the head coach, and he was just like, "You and your brother come up to the school." And we came up there, and he was just like, "I want you to play varsity as a freshman." And I'm just like, "Huh, me?" He's like, "Yeah, I want you to play varsity as a freshman." He said, "I seen what you was doing down there." And he's like, "You could play up another level." So out of the many years at that high school, I was probably the only freshman to ever play varsity. And like
That's
actually,
killer.
yeah. So like that's a little story.
Yeah, that's wild.
Yeah,
You've been
that's
playing
what's
up
up,
for
man.
a long time.
Yeah.
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 So moving on a little bit to like your collegiate experience, I read in an article that you weren't supposed to stay at Wake Forest for like as long as you did. I heard that you were supposed to come in and you wanted to move on. So what happened? Why'd you stay?
Oh my goodness. Oh yeah. The plan was never to stay that long at all. Like coming out of high school, I ain't gonna lie. I was humble about it, but like in my heart, I just kind of felt like I was okay. All right, I'm that guy. I can play. As soon as I get in, I want to play. And I was supposed to play my freshman year because we had some guys hurt. So, and my plan was to come in 3 years and be gone. Cause I believed it so much that I was that guy, and this was football is football. But coming in, I got that welcome to college phase where everybody was once the best player at their school. You're not playing against a bunch of slaps. Like you're playing against some of the like some very talented people, even though Wake Forest is not winning, but you're still playing against great talent. So
Yeah.
it's just like came in biggest shock of my life, and I'm just like, whoa, I'm not ready for this. I'm not ready to play my freshman year. So I mean, it was kind of rough those first couple of years. I wasn't always getting along with my coach, bump
Yeah.
heads, because I'm just like, I the way I ran things. Like I try to compare it to high school when it was nothing like that, where I had the freedom to do a lot more than what I could do here with playing football and doing my own things. So at one point, like I was literally ready like to transfer from Wake. Like I didn't like the environment that much often. Coaches, I was just like, yeah, I need to go. but somehow, some way, I ended up staying for 6 years. That's like that still shocks me to this day. Like I was gonna leave, and I was gonna just graduate and just leave, but then COVID happened, and somehow my boy Boogie convinced me to come back for a fifth year, and I was just like, cause I was ready, I was done. I said, bro, I'm about to graduate. I'm done with school. I'm like, it is what it is, and he was just like, nah, bro, please come back. Let's do this together one more time. He was like, we wanna, we didn't get to really play because of COVID and all that. He was like, just come back for one year. He convinced me to come back for another year. And then I came back for 6. I don't know what I was doing. I was just at that point, I was like, I guess I like it here. I might as well stay for another 2 years.
Just the
Just
growing
my real
pains,
quick.
though.
Yeah,
Yeah, just the
seriously.
growing pains. But hey, it looks like it's working out for you, huh? Looks
Yeah,
like it's
it
doing good.
Definitely.
You played 6 years then in the ACC, which is like one of the best football conferences. Who's the best player you've seen on the field that you played against?
Well, it's a lot. It's it's a lot. That's ooh. I don't play against. I played against all the Clemson teams that's been so dominant so many years. So it's like they have so many players. And then I played against Quentin Nelson, one of the best offensive guards in the
Oh
game.
yeah.
Like, so it's like,
Boston College, right?
yeah. No, Notre Dame. Notre Dame. This is when Notre Dame was when it was, yeah, my sophomore year, they was wreaking havoc. Um, who us? Well, Trevor Lawrence, Travis Etienne, um, Deshaun Watson, obviously freshman year.
Hey, who would you say was more you feared more, Lawrence, or did you fear more against going to Deshaun Watson?
Well, I didn't play, but with the way Deshaun was maneuvering on the field, it was just like he was literally that dual. He was a dual threat.
Yeah.
It's like nothing phased him. When I watched him on the sideline, I'm watching him and I'm focused. I'm like, let me see how he play. It's just like just easily just steps up, dumps it here. If he needs to run, he runs. So I don't know. I feel like Deshaun was probably
You
more
give the nod to Deshaun.
will get it.
Huh.
But
How
I mean,
about
I don't know. I feel like Trevor Lawrence, they got so much better, and the talent that they just got at the school. It's just my opinion, but their O line,
Definitely.
they had a great O line. They played in sync, so it really made things easier for him. But he also, the way he took command on the field was like, all right, pretty impressive. Like he knows what the hell he's doing out there. This offense is him. Like this is his offense. Like he knows it. Like the way he just, I mean, I guess both of them were just amazing. Amazing athletes. Just how they kind of play the game and just how they made it into their own style, how they did things.
how about you though? I got a question. You got any stories about, you talk about all this talent. How about you? How did you do against them, huh? You hold your own? You out
Yeah.
there? Let's hear a story about that.
I mean, Clemson's always a tough team to play. Um, it's like you got to bring it. You know what I mean? I do remember one play I hit Trevor Lawrence for like tackle for a loss. I guess it was a draw, and I like kind of hit him real hard, and everybody's like, "Hey, who hit him that hard?" And I'm just like, "Yeah, that's me." Even my sophomore year, going down there playing them, you know, and I'm just like, "Oh, this is like I'm playing like I'm redshirt freshman." Now I'm playing against freaking Clemson, and I'm just like, "Yo!" Like at first, I was so nervous because I was just like, I just need to do my job. Do my job. Like I can't mess up here, but going out there and and then we was down, but we almost came back and won in the last minute of the game. And actually the coaches was just like, he said, you played very well, making tackles here and there against Clemson. I'm just like, okay, I'm coming along, being able to make plays against a team like this, a powerhouse like this is just amazing. But I mean, I felt like I always played pretty well against some of these top teams. Like I said, it's a team full of talented people, And like you gotta respect them and their talents. That's how I play the game. I respect everybody and their job. But I'm definitely not gonna sit there and tell you that you're better than me because I don't know who will ever tell somebody that. But I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna give it my best and my all. So
There you
yeah.
go.
So,
We need to see
I
that clip
mean,
then. I need to see
yeah,
that.
seriously,
Yeah, I'm gonna send a clip. I'm gonna send a clip. I gotta go through my highlights and send y'all some.
for sure. And then you spoke a little bit about Quentin Nelson in Notre Dame and them wreaking havoc that year. Speaking of wreaking havoc, though, you guys wreaked havoc this year in the ACC with, finished with a pretty good record and went to the ACC championship and then won the Gator Bowl. So how would you say this last season was for you? What was the experience like?
I mean, it was an amazing experience because like I was there when we was awful. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, like we was awful 3-9, like so for me it's amazing to see how we grew as a team, and I was able to be a part of that every year. Things just progressively got better, and we took it. Our motto was good to great, you know, and that's what we wanted to do. When we started off after my freshman year, we went to the Military Bowl, won that, and we progressively every year went to a bowl. We was on our path to good to great, and this final year really took us to great, you know.
Mhm.
And I felt it. I knew it was going to be a good year because it's just like everybody was. Our whole defense came back. Our offense came back. There was a lot of guys who were maturing, who were stepping up, and it's just like, and I can even feel it with our head coach, the way he moved, his confidence, like it was there, like he believed in us, and it's just like, well, if he believes in us, we gotta believe in ourselves too, and we had great leadership for me, Miles, Luke, Josh Sear, and Sam Hartman, and it's just like everybody was pushing everybody. You could see it in the workouts how he was moving, and then even we have our Saturdays where it's optional. You don't have to come in, but in college when they tell you something is optional, it's mandatory. But I mean, it's just like every time I'll go in a indoor that Saturday, I might be the first one in there, but just starting to see the guys just coming in. It's just like, and I like one day I just sat back and I looked and I was like, this is the most I've ever seen guys coming on a Saturday, and it's been consistent this whole summer. Like that's what I was like, yeah, we're about to do something great this year. Guys are buying in. Even the guys who know they probably won't play as much as this year, they're out here really putting in that work, trying to fight and compete. And it's just like, this is when I knew we have went from good to great. So I mean, this year it was amazing, especially playing in the ACC championship. That alone was just a blessing and an opportunity. Not many people could say they've done that, and that's something I can definitely take off my bucket list of things to do in college.
Yeah.
Would have been happy would have won, but just going up against and playing a good team like that on the center stage that big, and it was just the season was phenomenal. I loved every bit
Yeah.
of it. If I could do it, I'd go back and do it again.
That's awesome.
Killer,
I'm really
man.
glad to hear
Yeah,
that.
that's awesome.
Yeah, definitely. And talking a little bit more about you talk about those Saturday workouts and everything. Throughout your career, you've only missed, I think it was about 3 games in your college career. How have you been able to keep yourself and your whole body all healthy?
I don't know, man. I think it's just genetics, man. I don't know. Like I get hurt, but it's like my recovery is just it's so weird. It baffles me because I'll be hurt one day, then the next day I'm just like, all right, it's gone. It's fine.
That's
You
awesome.
know, and like it's some of these little like nicks and bruises might put some people, they're like, oh, I can't practice today, but I'm just like, I'm good. And I think it also plays a role with my D line coach. And he's just a guy who's just like, suck it up. you know, Obviously, if it's something very severe, he's gonna be like, chill, go see the trainers, take care of that. But it's just like, suck it up. You gotta play. It's football. You're gonna get some like you gotta know sometimes pain is ain't always bad. You know, you could play if you could play through it, you're gonna be fine. It's not if you're not you if you can't move, okay, then you know there's a problem. But I don't know. Uh I really feel like it plays a role with genetics. Um like I said, I feel like I heal pretty fast. And like to me it's still weird to me, but also I mean I eat relatively really healthy. You know, I mean, I have my times where I might binge a little bit off the healthy track, but you know, just I mean, I think it also plays a role. Just kind of the foods that I ate when I was growing up. A lot of fresh food. Like mom will cook every day, so it was like it was we didn't really eat a lot of preserved stuff. Left it was like meat that you buy from the store. Like my mom had a garden, so she grew a bunch of vegetables and potatoes and all that stuff in the backyard. You know, so like we had fresh organic stuff. You know, a lot of leafy stuff, leafy greens. So I guess that plays a role in why I recover so much faster than some people. You know, and then, I mean, sometimes I do like prevention therapy, go ahead and get ahead of things ahead of time. So like in case if it does hurt, it wouldn't be bad. I could recover a little bit faster from things like that, you know. But yeah, that's pretty much it.
There you go.
You
Let's
must
keep
have
it
had
rolling,
them.
man.
You
You
said
must have
what?
had them.
Oh, I was
Wait,
just saying,
Evie?
keep it rolling. Gotta stay healthy.
Gotta stay healthy, man. I mean, that's the name of the game, man. Who can stay healthy? Who could be
Yeah.
available, especially at the next level? Somebody goes down, you need to be ready and be available all the time. So even now, I've taken care of my body to a whole nother level because it's just like I said, who's available?
Yes,
That's what
sir.
they want to see. Stay healthy. So
Yeah.
yeah,
You must have been eating them Flintstone gummies then. That's what I was gonna say.
definitely getting on vitamins.
And then so we talked about high school, we talked about college. So now moving on, we're going to you're looking forward to the NFL draft. So how have you been preparing for that?
Man, to be honest, I'm just enjoying the moment.
Yeah.
I I feel like times like obviously this is something that you gotta take seriously, but I feel like sometimes when we take things too seriously, we miss out on the whole experience. You know, like I've I can't I know there's a lot of things I cannot control through this whole process. So all I can control is the effort I give every day in my training and just my mindset. So it's just like I'm enjoying this process because not many people get this process, this opportunity. So I'm enjoying it every day. I'm out here with my boys training, you know, laughing and just living right there in that moment, you know, because this chance may never come back again, you know. But I mean, besides doing that, I'm just lift all day, run all day. And to be honest, that's it. You know, there's
There you go.
no school. So all I do is football, you know, start at 11:30. Some days I'll finish at like 2, 3. Some days I finish at 6, you know, because some those days I have position work and it's a little bit later on. But like I said, just I just enjoy it, man. I'm enjoying the process of everything and just I'm working on trying to get faster, a lot quicker than what I am now, more explosive, you know, trying to become not a complete player because there's a lot more that I can learn at the next level, but get as close as possible to where I am almost a complete player, you know. So like enjoying it, just living the life, man. This is a dream. This is the dream, ain't it?
Yeah.
So,
Definitely. There you
yeah.
go, man. And you speak a little bit on that speed. What's that 40 time? What are you aiming for?
So, I'm hoping to break 4. You know, what I mean, I consider myself a lot more quicker than fast. You know, but
Yeah.
I know I can. I know I'm 4.9, something like that. You know, if I could break 4, that's gonna look so great in the scouts' eyes. They're gonna be like
Mhm.
he's almost 300 pounds and he's breaking 4. Like that's pretty fast for a dude his size, you know. But I mean, it's not nothing solid yet. I don't have a complete solid number in my mind. I'm just like I said, I'm just working at it, you know, and hopefully on pro day, I shock myself.
Yeah, that's the goal, man. That's awesome. Sounds like you're putting in the work though to do so
Yeah.
as well. And then speaking of the scouts, do you have any like last memo or like a short little message to leave for anybody that may be scouting you, that may be watching this?
Hey man, I just know that they're gonna get a hard worker, you know, somebody who loves the game, you know, is gonna give it all they got. And whatever I gotta do to obviously help the team win, that's what I'm gonna do. And whatever I gotta do to get myself where I need to get myself, I'm gonna do it. You know, you're gonna get somebody who's gonna bring high energy to the room, you know, somebody who's gonna lead, because that's what I've been doing, you know. I'm gonna give it my all, you know. I mean, I know the NFL is not for long, but you're gonna get somebody who has passion for this, who's like, it's not all about the money, you know, but really enjoys this. You're gonna get somebody who's ready to learn, somebody who's ready to take their game to the next level, you know, and just do amazing things. So
Definitely. Everything you want.
yes,
All right. With that being said, this has been No Game Sports. Thank you for joining us.
appreciate it.
Yes, sir. Thank you again.
Appreciate your time.
No, thank y'all.